Grand Theft Auto. Just lost a couple of games in NBA, so I'll cleanse the palate. Right off the bat, we're going to sell a car because the vehicle warehouse is 1.5 times money only until, I don't know, whenever they reset it, 3, 4, 5. I know it's kind of late. I know it's coming up. And I want that money. Then we'll go take our spin, and then we'll see what's going on. I know I have to sell my counterfeit cash. I've been kind of sitting on that because I haven't felt like doing it. I can do these things on my own. Sometimes I wait for people. Sometimes I just do it. Just get it over with. Get it off the books. We need a better lobby for this. I'm gonna sell on my own, and I have to leave product sitting for an extended period of time. I do not want to leave it sitting in a large lobby where a bunch of looky-loos are gonna see you. A bunch of big red things saying, "Go destroy me, go destroy me, go destroy me," like flickering. So it is simultaneously hot and cold in my room. Beautiful. Love it. Ooh, went from a... Maybe I should have stuck with the first lobby. Might be wow if I find something with a low level of people or high quality character. The types that just won't destroy other people's motorcycle club product. You know, the good guys. I'm looking for the good guys. Well, this lobby is quickly closing out. That's not bad. I think we found a home. No, I don't need to go upstairs right now. Need a little later. Oh, great. Cocaine and counterfeit cash. Wow. Lots and lots of CEOs.
Well, this car's being looked after by a professional outfit, shall we say? And they're taking it out to sea. So you're going to need to airlift it out with a cargo bob. Pick up the...
I'm not a big cargo bob guy. I mean... let's see what we do. Oh, I said I'm a level 333 in my description. I'm a level 332. Jump the gun. I'm coming. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Get into the stinking helicopter to do the mission. Foot, shouldn't I? Just fly so often. I don't. I'll take this in here. Prep show.
Hey, which one of my skills is required? Oh, hey, you're in trouble. Okay. I'll deal with it.
No! Yeah, I mean, I had it hooked. How is it gonna turn around 180 degrees and go propellers down into the water? Like, I'm pushing the thing up. Why is it? I don't even know. Oh, go figure. So it's not my night. It's a good thing I'm filming all this for prosperity. Wow. And my personal vehicle's impounded.
You're through to HQ. That shouldn't be a problem. I'll have your personal vehicle collected as soon as possible.
So, we've lost money so far. I think we gotta get a new outfit today too. I'm done with the outfits I have. Need something new. My worst profiting business right here. 740,000 total I've taken out of there. Spent millions on that hangar. Millions. Conversely, I've made over $28 million selling cars. No. Well. Made over almost 10 million and yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to do some crates one last time just to get myself over the $10 million mark.
Yeah, so this car's been held on a routine traffic stop.
Hey, guess what? I found a store that sells fresh breast milk. Ding dong.
Bing bong.
I'm going to miss the gallery redemption next week. Yeah.
How can I be of service? No problem. I'll get him off your back.
Ah, you're kidding me. Ah, what a terrible, terrible turn. $800 turn right there.
We know what we've got to do. Your own personal DMV. Look at that finish.
I always just put black on it. At night it's a little harder to see, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Missile lockdowns, all it takes is one missile and it's dead.
Okay, the work's been done. Take the car to the buyer and don't let another organization get in the way.
4.65 miles. They really don't want me to make money right now. The worst drop off to drive up into the mountains. Not my finest day. You're kidding me. What was your plan there? That was to hit me. This car's going. Hate this particular style because where they're taking me, how far away it is, how long it takes, how many little hiccups you can have because of just awful AI driving. Look at this. There's all sorts of landmines everywhere. So there's rumors that it's possible that the next Grand Theft Auto is going to be in Las Venturas, which would be a Las Vegas version of I would be totally down for that. It makes a lot of sense. They're gonna go back into the 70s, you know, mobsters ruled. I mean, maybe the 60s would be more apropos, but I'm pretty sure that the mobsters were still running the show in the 70s. I think it would be I think that's a good jumping off point for some great storytelling. I mean, some people could argue that it's already been done with the Diamond Casino, but imagine the Vegas Strip recreated in GTA. Like overly auspicious, you know, it'd be like, I think they would do a really good job with it. It's one of the major cities, I mean, it's called the City of Sin for a reason. It's one of the major cities of debauchery that have yet to be touched upon in GTA. New York, LA, Miami. All the big ones. I mean, Chicago would be another cool place, but I don't know. I think if you're doing Chicago, you gotta do Chicago in the 30s. I don't know if you can do that, you know, and keep the kids interested. I mean, it's kind of already been done with the Mafia series, I suppose. Scarface, the game, Godfather games. So I suppose in that sense, well, no, Scarface is Miami, what am I thinking of? But the other movies, yeah. The other movie game tie-ins. Alright. So, first thing accomplished. Oh. We can do that. Give me my buzzard.
Okay.
We solved. Yay. When you look at yourself and somebody else, so you're making me nervous. Ooh. This song's stuck in my head and I don't know all the words. We see through. When you look at yourself and somebody else. Hi, it's Dave. Bye, English Dave. Damn, so close.
What's up? I brought that girl home from the bar, man.
Oh, come on!
See that real. Best night ever!
The race book is open and the horses are running at the inside track. Stop by and play.
You won the car this week. I actually technically won the car twice this week because I landed on the car the second time. But they don't give you another car. They give you 20,000 RP. Sleeveless, whatever.
Hello. No rush. Oh, look at you.
Really? Come on. I'm standing right here. You know what? Where's... You're dying for this. I blame you for this one.
Christ almighty.
Oh my gosh. What kind of night am I having? What kind of night am I having? Can't even properly kill a ballet. Send me an angel right now, right now. Don't know what to do, don't know what to do. Send me an angel, send me an angel right now. Do. What are we doing? Bunch of underoos. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yo. What's up, Reezith? Hey. I'm on, man. I am on. It sounds like some something that some dramedy that wins an Oscar or something.
We on? Okay. It's a boat drop. Products loaded and waiting. They'll pay more for it if you get it to them.
My son. My son. My son found me on YouTube. Sure. One of my favorite Zelda missions right here. It's for a single player. This is probably the best boat mission too. And I'll show you why in a minute. They're all in close proximity to each other, first off. Second off, the return is ridiculously easy as long as you know what you're doing. There's certain ones where it's just all about length. This one's all about like hitting the dots quickly because they're short. It's a shortened length. That's what I'm talking about. First one, easy peasy. Maybe way too much time on that. Second one, also easy peasy. They give you way too much time for these first two, and then they give you almost no time for the next two. Well, you know, that's like the fourth and fifth, but we'll see. The trick with this one is put yourself coordinated towards the next dot. Alright, so the best thing to do, right, is to go slow, and then you can go around fast. So if you try to whip through it, you're going to hit that wall every time. So you're going to have a lot of time on this one if you do it right, which I did. And that's good, because the next one you get 0 time. It's literally, I literally get it done with 1 to 2 seconds almost every time. So what you want to do is you want to get a little bit past it, right? And then aim and then go down this way so that you're aiming right at them. You don't want to have to like turn around. You're not going to have enough time to get to this next dot otherwise. I'm all about that delivery bonus, baby, and giving you little tips and tricks to give you a few extra $1,000 that you can make off of this. So the choppy water is really what keeps you from, like, you getting there on time, almost not getting there on time, I should say. This is a problem. I had to back up. That sucks. I had to push hard. try to push hard to get the 4th one, which means that getting the 5th one is not impossible, but it is cutting it a little closer than I need to. Alright. So we'll just go through here. Here. This bridge. The trick going underneath this bridge is you do not want to be going too fast because you can whip yourself off. Like if you hit a wave a long time when you're going underneath those bridges, you're gonna screw yourself. It's cool. Worked. Back of the books. Wash, rinse, repeat. Time to go again. Look at that. Okay. Watched last episode of Obi-Wan today. Really good. Really good. Exceeded expectations. Here's what I wanted to see. Hayden Christensen was pretty darn awesome in the role. Last time it's going to be, I don't know, really got me up in the air. When you're up in the air, you just have really no momentum going forward, and it kind of when it pushes down on you, you're just not getting a lot of momentum around it. So. It's like so tantalizingly close, but you just know you're almost not going to get yours close. Yes. Perfect one right there. Perfect one. I'm not having to go backwards on any of these. That's the ideal way to do this. Plus, when you start seeing kills in the feed, and you're like, doing solo cell missions, you can't guard your product. Somebody wants to come and destroy it, and maybe a griefer. There's not much you can do about it except close out. Save a little product, yeah. Well, I mean, so if I've said this 1,000 times before in the streams, but if someone's griefing you, if you're doing something like I'm doing here, or even if you're doing it with a group and somebody griefs you and destroys some of your product, even as long as you haven't sold all of it, as long as you have like one package left after they destroy whatever they destroy, you can close out, come back, and almost all of your product will... See, that's why. And I went slow too. That's ridiculous. That's why you gotta go slow underneath these bridges, because they'll just slap you. They're not very forgiving. You'll only lose a half a bar, you know. And losing a half a bar is better than losing, you know, whatever, you know, they destroyed and griefing you. You can make up a half bar in about 15 minutes time once you reopen app and you come back. So, I don't know. Sometimes, most of the time it behooves you to close app. Plus, you know, I mean, yeah, the griefer is getting their moral victory because they're stopping you and they're getting their whatever it is, $2,000 that they get for griefing you. But you're getting, I mean, it's like they won the battle, but you're going to win the war every time, because if you immediately close app, if they're smart griefers, they know that you just saved your product and they did nothing. They did nothing. And, you know, even if they don't know, even if, you know, they think, oh, I chased them out of the lobby, you know, you're giving them that extra satisfaction, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares about what they think. What ultimately matters is that you're going to get your money. You know, they can slow you down, but they can't stop you, as long as you know what to do in this game. And the biggest thing I could tell you is, you know, if you see it coming, close app. You know, if the griefers are on your tail, and you know they're whamming you with missiles, and you know whatever you're driving, garbage truck, whatever, is smoking, and it looks like, you know, it looks like it's all over. Well, you know, don't hesitate. You know, close app. If you hesitate. And you wait too long after they destroy your cargo, say for instance, they destroy all your cargo, whatever you have, even if they destroy everything that you have, and I've been known to do that, you could still close app, and there's still a very good chance that they'll return everything but a half a bar, but you have to do it almost immediately after the cell mission. There's a very small window, more than likely from latency or what have you, in the server, where they don't immediately, you know, count that as a sale. Like it's on this side of of the game, the side that, you know, the player side, it's registered, but it's not in the server side. It hasn't gone down permanently, I guess you could say. You know, it's still, the data hasn't been sent, and that's where you have to take that opportunity. You know, especially if they destroy large quantities of your product, to close out quickly, reopen, and, you know, take the chance that it's still going to be there. And if worse comes to worse, and you didn't close it fast enough to stop the griefers, that's also okay, because it's not like you're not getting paid. You know, you can close out immediately, open back up if you know, whatever you did get paid for, well, that's still going to be there too. You know, it's not going to be it's not going to be erased if you close the app. It's always worth trying. Say, for instance, a nightclub business, okay? And they somehow manage to destroy the delivery van as you're trying to drive to your targets, you know, drop off your stuff. You know, it'll say the sale is over and you lost, you know, or they'll give you some of the money if you dropped off some of the product or whatever. But I've closed app quick enough after you know, griefers got me, and I come back. And it's even better with the nightclub businesses, because unlike the motorcycle club businesses where they give you like a a half bar deduction as a
You closed that deal. All right. Wiring the funds right away. LJT out.
Anyway, my my headset has a 10-minute sleep timer on it. So every 10 minutes, if someone isn't talking on my ear on the other end, it'll shut off. That's why sometimes I get cut off mid-sentence. Like I just did there. Anyway, I'm boring you with this whole save your private thing, but boring myself. Oh wow, yeah. Tired. Again, I'm probably not going to do Mechanic for Cash because I'm just bored. Bored with selling. Sell, sell, sell. That's all I ever do in this game. Not a griefer, so. I never shoot first. But I promise you, I always shoot last. If someone messes with me, I'll mess with them. Otherwise, live and let live. That's what I say.
Hey, where are you? It's Joe. How you doing, sugar? We're hitting the beach this weekend.
Damn right.
If you meet me halfway, right on the borderline is where I'm gonna stay for you. Yeah, this is a car went off the wheel. I have another version of this in my house garage, which I keep at the agency. I bought every house vehicle and upgraded it with all of them with house upgrades. We'll go take a look at that after this. But this is the original. I guess the one that I have in the house upgrade is like a sports update. I don't know. There's two different versions of this vehicle. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, the Turismo R. I have the Turismo. What? What? I'm not gonna be able to call him from in here.
I can't get your ride over there right now.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so that's an R, and then we'll see. The other one is a GT, maybe? If you meet me halfway. Oh, do I not have it set? can't do it in this party because this party they'll annoy everybody that's in that party. I'm trying to figure out a way how to do this without. Hold on. Yeah, okay. I have an open party. I guess I show slow. Yeah, there's a lot of... Alright, just look up Scotty B. Goody. SCOTTY B GOODE on PlayStation 5. If you have PlayStation 5, you should be able to find me. Send me the friend requests, and I'll send you guys invites to this lobby. I think there's 2 people that wanted to join. What was I doing? Should I do a popularity mission? Yeah. I guess I'm here, might as well. Upper right hand corner there, Scotty B. Goody. That's the guy you're looking for. Okay. Appreciate it.
Okay, well, I guess we gotta do some marketing. Instead of handing out flyers on Vinewood Boulevard, I want you airdropping them over the city. There's a chopper waiting, ready to take off. Please no.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. find the fastest way to use these buzzers to get up the hills like that is to just rock the controller up and then release, up and then release. It gives you lift quickly while still propelling you forward. I'm all about trying to finish these missions as fast as possible. It's not so much even this popularity mission that I do it for. I do it for the motorcycle club missions when I gotta fly 3 helicopters. Oftentimes I just do that stuff on my own. It used to have to be that I had to wait for other people to help me out with that stuff back in the day. And I started to realize that, you know, I could be waiting sometimes for days. Yeah. Did you friend request me? Just friend request me on PlayStation 5 and I'll add you. I don't know. Okay. I'll take a look. I don't know why my notifications aren't on. No, it can't crossplay. Not anymore. PS5's a whole different beast. It's on its own server. I transferred my PS4 account the day PS5 GTA Online dropped. Unfortunately. Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff that got added to the PS5. Like this whole, well, I'm going to show you after this. There's a lot of Howe's cars. Howe is the mechanic in the car meet, and he is able to upgrade your cars so that you can get like 2 bars of speed, 2 bars of acceleration instead of just the 1 bar that goes all the way across. It continues on to a 2nd bar. It's actually, the cars are faster than any car that was ever on PS3 or PS4. And it's only able to be done on PS5 because PS5 can process fast enough that they could actually load in the map. Like, that's how fast these cars are. They're so fast that if you tried to drive on the PS4, the map couldn't load in as fast as the car goes.
Some would call that littering. I would call that promoting the best club in Los Santos. Great job.
I have a lot of different garages. I decided to keep all my house cars at the agency. Alright, so this is the first floor. This is one of the house cars. This was the latest one, the last one that came out. The Grotti. This was not a fast car. This was more like a... I don't know why they made this car, to be honest with you. It's a piece of junk. And Brioso, they turned it into a supercar. The only thing that car is really good for is jumping. Like, you could jump off stuff and it just goes so far. It just sails. Alright. Here's all the house cars. Coil Cyclone 2. So it's showing the 1 bar top speed, 1 bar acceleration. But I'm gonna take us to the. Well, maybe I could do it here. Maybe I could do it in the mod shop here. So the Devastate, they made it a house car, so it's twice as fast as the regular Devastate. You got the weaponized Ignis. This is a PS5 only car. I think the Coil Cyclone is also a PS5 only car. This is the S95. This is also a PlayStation 5 only car. It was released the day of the that PS5 came out. This car right here, and this car were all released. This one was given to us for free. The other two I had to buy. This one costs like $3.5 million or something like that. And then the house upgrades, it costs another like 1.5 million just to be able to put house upgrades on them. And then it costs hundreds of thousands extra for each additional upgrade. This car right here is probably the most expensive car I've ever owned, believe it or not. And it's just not even the best car. It's just because of all the house upgrades on it. Probably spent like over $8 million on that stupid car between all the upgrades and everything else. So this was the second level, old school cars. They made some old school cars into house cars. Banshee, Devastate, those were two of them. The Turismo Classic. The Astron Custom. I like the paint job. That's another thing that they did with these cars. You'll notice that some of these have these weird prismatic colors. They're called chameleon colors. They're available only on PS5. Just makes some of the vehicles pop. Like this one's like obviously like a light blue purple tint. It's basically like putting metallic colors on your car and then pearlescent. But it does it for you, and it does it in a weird way. This Sentinel. They turned the Sentinel into a house car. Arbiter. This is a nice car. Like the muscle cars. You're looking probably at the fastest vehicle in the game right here. So all these cars all have house upgrades. All these cars cost millions of dollars, believe it or not. Even like the Sentinel and Arbiter, which were cheap. Putting all these millions of dollars of upgrades on them made them $1 million cars. Then we go downstairs. Now these cars are a little bit different. These cars over here are, except for that last one, these four cars right here have two things that can be done to them. These are Amani Tech cars. These were obviously part of the contract DLC. You can either have the missile lock-on jammer on them or the remote control function. This one right here, this one right here, and this one right here all have missile lock-on jammers, as well as that weaponized Ignis upstairs also has a missile lock-on jammer. This one I turned into the remote control car, the Jubilee. This I've started getting. I collect cars in like bunches, obviously. So my current mission is to collect all the cars that came out. The MOC for the Doomsday Heist. The missions that are done in the MOC. These are all the cars. So I've got 2 of them so far. I'm working on getting all 6. So obviously this is the Dune FAV. This is the half track. I got all the research done. That's what got. Yeah, I got all the research done recently. I went back and got all the rest of my Mark II weapons and stuff, and that's what like inspired me to go and get all the extra stuff for these cars. This was given away this week. I don't know if it was for PS4, but for PS5, you get the Armored Kuruma. Believe it or not, I never bought an Armored Kuruma. I had an Insurgent and a Night Shark. I think I still have the Night Shark. I'm pretty sure I still have the Night Shark. I don't have the Insurgent anymore. And then eventually I got a Menacer, and I got rid of the Insurgent. So I never had a need for Armored Kuruma, but they're giving away for free, so I'm like, alright. Don't let me stop you. So let's just give you a quick example real quick. Let's see if it'll show it here in the vehicle workshop, or if I have to go to How's about that. Oh no, look at that. So you can see the acceleration has 2 bars on it. That's how you know it's very, very fast. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I think the S95 is faster than the Ignis though. I'm looking for the ones that have the 2 bars of speed. That's what I want to show. Like this one has 2 full bars of acceleration. I know that there's one out here that has 2 bars of speed. It's maybe the drag. Let's take a look. Nope. Maybe I was imagining it. Maybe it's just all acceleration. How about the Devastate? Oh. Oh well. Alright. So let's take the Ignis out real quick. We'll go to my other garage. My other major garage, I should say. So the problem with these cars is they're a little too fast, to be honest with you, like when you're on nails and stuff like that. Really? Yeah, get out of here. Why am I wearing a helmet? Like a doofus. So I gotta work around. I mean, I got a couple of new cars, obviously, and they're being stored in other places, and I have to move them into here eventually. I gotta figure out where to put some of these other cars and move these cars in. This was my original, like, you know, this is my PS3, PS4, like, garage. It's where I kept all my supercars before Howes put them all to shame. Not a single one of these cars could beat any of those Howes cars. I think I could actually, that Brioso, which is like probably the slowest Howes car, could probably beat almost all these cars because the acceleration just continuously boosts the car to the point where eventually it's going to outbeat even a faster speed car. It's just ridiculous. It just continually accelerates. Anyway, so here's the Tesseract, X80 Proto. These are all fully upgraded, obviously. The T-Gon. Emerus. So to be honest with you, this doesn't belong here. I don't mind the car. It's just this is not a this floor was supposed to be the expensive wing, the most expensive super duper cars. And Entity is not one of them, but the Devastate was, and that's where the Devastate originally went until Howes turned it into a PS5 car. And so it had to go to the Howes garage, so I had to put something here as a placeholder. To be honest with you, I have two different entities. I have this Entity XXR and then another type of entity. It's just a different... and then the Reaper. Believe it or not, this is probably... Out of all these cars on this floor here, this is probably my favorite. It just sticks to the track whenever you're driving it, racing it, whatever. It's hard to veer off course with that car. It has crazy top speed and great sticking power. The only problem with it though is that, like, once again, all the house cars outdo it now, so it's like, what's the use? And then we got the DeLorean, we got the Batmobile. I'm Batman. Scramjet. This is my F1 Formula car. Thrax. Day one, the casino launched, right? Day one. Go to the wheel, spin the wheel, win the car day one off the podium. And it was this car right here, the Thrax. Was never a huge fan of the car, but damn if it doesn't look pretty, though. I'll tell you. Like, look at those folds in the hood and stuff like that. I would die for a real-life car like this. Obviously, the engine's just takes up the entire back seat. That's when you know it's a good car. This is my tuner car. When the tuner update came out, I wasn't even going to buy a tuner car. I have no interest in tuners. I'm not a big tuner guy in real life, you know what I mean? But my boy Alex, he does love him some tuner cars. And that was probably one of his favorite updates. So we spent a lot of time in the tuner garage and the car meet and doing all that jazz, and so I guess I had to act the part. This guy, he probably bought like 5 or 6 tuner cars, and I'm like, all right, well, I gotta have at least one just to represent. I didn't like the look of any of them, but if I had to pick one, that was the least offensive, I guess, to me. So that's why we got this one right here. It's also a newer car, that's why it's still in the first garage. The first garage is obviously my top tier cars from PS3 and PS4. Oh man, memories. This is a Tempesta. This is my very first car, my very first supercar, I should say. You know, I bought like one shitty car before this, but this car, you know, it's a great beginner supercar. I wouldn't recommend anybody drive it around now with the house upgrades and stuff like that, but yeah, for the price that I paid for it, it served me well. I probably spent like the whole first year in this game in this car. I just didn't see a need to change, and I loved it. I was always trying to go through for a look of like a snake. That's what I was trying to get with the color on this car. Just trying to make it look snake-like, or like a cobra striking kind of thing, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I should take this car out for a spin. I haven't driven it in a very long time, but it's always going to be in the first garage just because, you know, it holds a special place in my heart. So for a car that looks pretty cool like this to be up here, it's got to be because it has shitty handling. I'm going to assume. I had a very discerning method of deciding how these vehicles, you know, wound up where they wound up. I swear to you, I didn't even plan this. I didn't plan to have the coupes together like this. Just Just happened to be like that. Yeah, so again, another really nice looking car that just drove like caca, and so it gets a place in the first garage, but it does not wind up in the first tier or the second tier. You know, here we are on the third floor. Then we got the Austin Powers car. I just bought it because it looked like the Austin Powers car. And then we got, I was a big Dukes of Hazzard fan growing up, so we gotta have the General Lee, even if they don't let you put the number or anything on it. Although I do like that they let you put the American flag on there. You know, when that show came out, I was 6 years old, so you know, I had no idea. I don't think a show like that could exist in today's world. I don't think it should, to be honest with you. On to the next one. So, second garage, we got the Menacer. Love this car. This made my life so much easier when it came to doing heists, either regular heists or doomsday heists or casino heists. Used it for casino missions when it first came out. Stopping the Texans. The Barrage, classic from the Doomsday heist. Before the Menacer, this was my favorite to bring out for everybody to screw around with because it just had, you know, the two different guns and just... So this thing, probably like one of the fastest trucks out there. Like it kept up and would beat my Tempesta back in the day, and that's what made me say, "Ooh, I have to get that." It has like a sports car engine underneath a truck's strength and interior, you know. So here's where things get kind of iffy a little bit, I guess. I don't know. These are vehicles from the well, this one is definitely from Cayo Perico. This one, I have no idea how I acquired this one. And I would never drive it around in a real thing. I was just kind of going for an aesthetic again. I already had all these, you know, big honking army looking trucks, so I had to finish it out. I really should change the color of this Night Shark. I never really, you know, this was never like my personal vehicle, you know. I would bring it out when I was being griefed, and that's about it. I never liked the speed of it. But darn if I didn't like the fact that it saved my life on more than one occasion. And that is why it's on here, even though it's, you know, I got... let's just change it real quick. I can't believe I'm actually changing the color on this thing, but it is messing with my aesthetic. And I don't want to take it out of the rotation. I do have that half track that I want to move in here, and I was thinking about doing that. But I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to wind up putting those. I want to put those in their own garage. All those MOC vehicles. I wonder. I owned this thing for a long time. Was everything at 100%?
Making decisions is stressful.
Oh, it's a good thing I have protectors for the black lights.
you can think it,
Oh jeez. So this, you could also tell this was back in the day where I wasn't really looking at how cool it looked. I was getting just the best of everything, even if it didn't look cool. But also, obviously, you want the armor plates. So.
how many cars you got in this garage again?
So I decided to go with red as the color.
There you go.
Alright, let's see. Wow, really? No liveries. So here's the chameleon colors for anybody that's on PS4. These are some of the things that the PS5 has exclusively, which makes it so that you can't crossplay. Why a PS4 can't do this on its own? Why only a PS5 can do it? I don't know. I think that a PS4 could also display these colors, and they just choose to make it a PS5 exclusive, so that give you another reason to upgrade. This color right here is the color I put on my... Yeah, I'm on the PS5 version. Just put that on my... one of my friends came up one day with, they finally got themselves an Oppressor Mark II, and it looked almost exactly like mine, to the point where we just kept jumping on each other, so I knew I had to change my color. Yeah. Hold on. Let me finish the color of this, and then I'll show. My name is Scotty B. Goody. SCOTTY B GOODE. Yep. PlayStation.
Do you need a drink? Bubbles?
Alright. Yeah, I'm looking for army stick. I don't think that's gonna work. Let's try some flat paint.
Whatever you desire. Technology and budget permitting.
So I go for that, or more like drab. I think I go for the drab.
Girl is looking good.
Maybe I add some purple. Oh, should I even do that pearlescent? That actually looks kind of cool.
Making decisions is stressful. If you can think it, I can do it.
About... Oh, I got like
She looked pretty.
what is secondary color on this? Oh, what am I doing?
How many cars you got in this garage again?
I'm pretty sure this is all good otherwise.
Be your best year.
Alright. So there's my name, upper left hand corner, Scotty B. Goody. You can just join my lobby. Yeah, I have an open party right now. I like it. Still keeping that red aesthetic, but more in line with everything else on the. No, you can. Stromberg, the original submarine car before the Toreador overtook it. Toreador's a lot better. I have the Toreador also, but it's on the Kasaka, my sub. Here's the other entity, XF. Not a fan. Not a fan. I spun this on the wheel like 2 weeks ago, and so I went to go sell this one so I can move that other one in here. It turns out that I won this one on the wheel too because it was worthless, so I didn't even sell it. I had a lot of fun with this car back in the days. It was like another one of my cars that I drove around a lot in the beginning of the game. Yo.
Yo, what's up?
What's going on?
You know, you were just speaking about that entity.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, yeah, that was my first call when I moved to this for.
Oh, yeah?
Just normal entity.
Yeah. What's this? The XF. I have the XXR in my other garage.
Yeah, I know. You just said that, and I was like, oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
That
I
was
mean
my
these.
first
I mean
car.
this takes me back. You know, I don't come here enough because, especially since PS5 came out, like all the house cars, they make all these obsolete. It's like it's not even fun having these anymore. I spent so much on all these cars, and none of these cars are gonna be fast again. You know.
No, it's just
They should let you put
once the game gets
house.
ruined.
They should let you put house updates on upgrades on all these cars. If you could put it on a Sentinel, if you could put it on the Devastate, you know, that's been around for a while,
Yeah.
then you should be able to put it on any of these cars. Like, I'll never drive any of these cars again. I just won't. I hardly
Yeah.
drive anymore anyway. I fly everywhere I go nowadays.
Yeah, that's the reason I didn't buy. I don't mess with the oppressor, 'cause I know if I get it, it's the only thing I'm gonna use.
Oh yeah, yeah, but you know, you got to keep up with the Joneses in this game. If everyone else has oppressors and they're griefing people with oppressors and griefing you with oppressors, you got to have an oppressor to fight back with, you know. I hate to say it, but I do use my oppressor way too much. It's not even the fastest vehicle in this game. It's just convenience. You can call it in under your motorcycle club as a motorcycle. It's just the easiest thing to call in an oppressor whenever you need one. It's always in your pocket. This floor right here, every single car on this floor I won on the wheel. Not that. Actually, a couple of these are the exact same car, and I won them on the wheel. These two cars are the same car. Yeah. So what level are you?
1.
What's that?
141.
Oh, nice. And do you have all the businesses and stuff, or?
I think I got everything but document forgeries.
Oh yeah, there's no need for that. Yeah, I meant the necessities. I meant, you know, nightclubs, bunkers, MC.
Yeah.
I mean, the necessities always are the cocaine, meth, cash creation. Yeah. Those are the 3 big ones. Weed's an optional. The only reason I even ever got the weed was because on 420 they sold it for like 75% off. I was like, all right, I'll pick it up there. But I didn't need it at that point, you know. Yeah. So this is my 3rd garage. This is where basically everything that's left over gets put in here.
Yeah, I've got like one account. It's like at level 210, and I have like 4 accounts that I've done all the way up to 100 something. And I just keep getting banned on them.
Why?
Things I say to little kids, and they report me.
The squeakers.
Yeah, they don't take it like how I used to take it, at least when I was younger. They just cry, tell their parents, and report me.
I mean, I haven't. I don't know what it is on PlayStation 5 or whatever, but like if I'm not in a party, I hardly ever hear anybody in the party anymore. You know, it's like you used to always have those people in the background playing the music, doing this, doing that, and then it's like,
oh yeah.
That's when I just started making parties, even if it was just myself, just so I wouldn't have to listen to it. Yeah.
Maybe your voice chat settings are on like no one or something.
Yeah. Alright, so I don't even know.
Like this XA Proto, bring back the XA Proto, that brings back some like very weird memories in this game.
I love the X80 Proto. It was so great. It was a classic, a true classic. I do have space in here. I can move a car in. Alright, now I gotta figure out what car to move in.
But when it first came out, you know, it was so expensive.
Oh yeah, it's like I said. That's what ticks me off about the house upgrades. This garage, the first garage that I'm about to go back into, it's ridiculously expensive. The amount of cars that I put into this thing, like each one of those cars on the first row alone are like 4 million plus after upgrades.
Yeah, but like when this X80 Proto came out, it was so much money, especially for like all how it used to be and all that.
Well, that's another thing. Like, the Tesseract here, I think, is the most expensive out of all these cars here. To be honest with you, when the Tesseract first came out, oh my God, man! I remember I had to like basically do a GoFundMe to get this Tesseract. I had to really you know, grind for this thing.
Well, here's the weird, funny story behind XA Protos for me. Yeah. So I got in this session, and I was, you know, that like spot by where like there's a bunch of rivers and houses and stuff. There's the road with like
Yeah.
little bump. Yeah. I was over there, and someone pulled up with the X80 Proto, and I messaged them on GTA phones, and I'm like, hey, you should let me drive that real quick. And then they added me on PlayStation. It was like some girl or something, or some guy messing around, or some girl, I don't know.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't know, it was like some kind of like flirting or something, I don't know. And like, I don't know, it was weird as fuck. And then she was like, I was like, alright, whatever, I'm done. You ain't gonna let me drive it, never mind. And then they was like, all over about it, just talking like, hey, don't leave me, I'm gonna miss you. I'm like, what? And like, it's not even me making up that story, like,
Yeah.
but I was like, what the fuck?
I had a friend, this is a similar story, but it was for Red Dead Online. A friend of mine, he was just kind of getting into Red Dead Online, and this girl, she doesn't have a mic. She just starts waving at him, so he waves back, and just like any guy, you know, he's like, he gets enamored with her for some reason. She doesn't have a mic. You don't even know she's a real girl because only her online character is a girl. And he's like, I'm gonna hang out with her for a while. And we're like, all right. I mean, we gotta go hunting. We needed to go to sell the butcher stuff, and so we had stuff to do. So we're like, all right, we'll come back. We came back like an hour later, and the girl was calling. He's like, what happened? We said, what happened? He said, yo, I just spent the last hour just basically following this girl around. She didn't do anything. She didn't hunt. She kept going back to the fire and cooking. So I would just cook stuff too. So we spent like 45 minutes over the fire cooking, he said. I was like, really? That's all you did? He's like, yeah, it's what she wanted to do. I was like, yo, did she talk to you? No, she didn't talk. So, yo, you just spent an hour cooking food over the fire with a girl because she was a girl. And yeah, okay. Sure. Video games make people do weird things. In the meantime, we were getting in shootouts, having a good old time. He was, I don't know, at home cooking with the wife.
Yeah, I guess that's how you can put it.
Yeah, right. Alright, so thinking it's on the next floor, right? Alright, so I'm gonna move this. I'm doing shuffling right now.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of trading for modded cars, just so I could get the car and take all the modded stuff off, unless it was a cool modded color. I'd keep that on.
Well, that's why I always keep the cars on the wheel, because they always have unique paint jobs that, you know, you're not really going to find on any other car.
Yeah.
So if I get a duplicate on the wheel, I sell the car that I bought, because if you sell cars from the wheel, they're worthless. They give you no money for them. So you only get the money, half the money of the upgrades. Even then, you're only going to get half the money of the upgrades. It's just not worth it. If you sell the car that you bought, you're going to get half the money from the sale and the upgrades. So it's worth a lot more.
Yeah.
So I do that unless like I said, I got duplicates from now, so I started putting them in another garage. I just have a garage of duplicates. I have one off the wheel. I win a lot on the wheel. I mean, it's not hard. You got to count to 4 and then spin the wheel. I mean, that's all you got to do. It has to be on clothing though. It has to be a fresh wheel. It has to be on clothing. And then you literally count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Roll. It lands on the. I mean, every once in a while you're going to be one off. You know, one short, one. But you got a whole week to win the car. I win a lot of them.
Nice. That's smart.
Yeah, I mean that little trick's been out since day one. It's not even like a glitch or anything. The
Yeah.
wheel the wheel is rigged. It's not randomized. It's you just have to know how to time it correctly. That's all.
Hmm. Yeah, never pay
Um,
attention to the wheel
all
that
right.
much at all, really.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so now I can move this car out of here.
Man, I used to put carbon rims on everything.
Yo,
Those carbon fiber ones. Yeah.
I was a big carbon fan when I first bought cars back in the day in this game. I used to put the carbon hoods on everything. I thought it was the coolest
Mm.
thing. I don't know why. It
I hated
didn't look
everything
good.
else carbon, but I'll put carbon, like the carbon fiber rims, on everything.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just disgusted with it now. I
Yeah,
mean, not
I
really
don't put carbon.
disgusted.
It's always black colored. So unless you're making like a black colored car, it makes no sense to put it on anymore. So it just kind of throws off the aesthetic everywhere else, you know.
Like, here, I'm rolling up towards you. I'll show you this car that I just kind of customized around. I have no clue where you are, though. No clue.
Did I mess this up? I guess I messed this up. So I moved that. This is supposed to be. This is in the third, and it's supposed to move. I messed this up. I was so busy talking, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and now I shuffled the cards, and I don't know which one I'm supposed to shuffle this one into.
Oh,
We'll find out pretty quick, though. I only have one open spot. I should have two open spots, actually. No, I don't. I want to move it into the second, so I have to move something from the second into the third. That's the next move. I moved that out of the third? I should have paid attention. I hate this. I hate the fact that I'm like OCD about this and have to have a narrative. Alright. So I'm trying to make a spot right by you. To do that, I gotta move. What? I suck.
yeah, I'm pretty sure most of my businesses should be pretty full.
I got what you need.
Man, this might... I don't remember if I had the X80 Pro. I don't know if I ever did end up rounding up all the money to afford this thing.
Okay, so which one is gonna go? Which one's gotta go? I'm thinking it is this. You know what? It's gonna be a street blazer. This thing I just won recently on the wheel. It wasn't a car, it was a mystery prize that I won. And I souped it up and turned it into a super street blazer.
Oh. You ever heard of the Ocelot XA21?
Oh, shoot. I probably have. I don't remember it.
I don't see anyone. I don't ever see anyone having it. I remember as soon as it came out, I bought it, went to a car meet with it, like one car meet or something like that. And then my Wi-Fi box blew up. I lost Wi-Fi for like 6 years.
Wow. That sucks.
Yeah, I lost that account. That was my favorite account by far.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. All right.
Man, what you think this next what's it called, gonna be?
What's that? Next what?
What do you think this next event week?
The next what?
Event week.
So based on what they were saying online, the reason why they only released a hotfix yesterday, which is just a quick fix update instead of a full update, or like they were supposed to, like 2 to 3 weeks before what's supposed to come in July. They usually put a big update in ahead of time, and they didn't. And the reason why they don't think they did is because there's about to be a bunch of new like adversary modes and stuff like that added to the game.
Oh.
So they think in July that's only going to be a temporary thing. It's going to tide us over until what they believe. I mean, like, and these are from reputable sources, that there's going to be a Liberty City update added to GTA Online.
Yeah, I think that's kind of dumb. Like, when are they gonna make 6?
Oh, they're working on it, but that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to tide us over until then. They saw how big Cayo Perico was. I think Cayo Perico was it was like one of two things. One, it was like a proof of concept. They see that they could add something to the game and it's not going to crash the game. Like adding a new location like that, that's pretty daunting for a game that's 9 years old, you know, like.
Yeah.
You could very easily I mean, I don't know if you noticed lately, but when you're loading into PS5, sometimes it fades in and out when you load into a new lobby, or like, I always spawn in my arcade because it's easier to to resupply my businesses that way. I'll spawn in my cot and I have to like walk out of my cot, like my body's in the cot, like. And from what I heard, they tried to fix one simple thing in the game, one simple hiccup in a cutscene, and it's caused this whole problem when you load in, with the loading in issues and stuff like that. So that's what happens, it's a 9-year-old game with so many different add-ons and so many different things added into the code over the years, and just could very easily just crash it at any moment. So
Yeah.
they saw Cayo Perico could work, which means that Liberty City could probably work also. It's not a huge map, Liberty City. It's it's like probably like 1/10 the size of Los Santos. So it wouldn't be hard if they want to do it. But also, you see that they pulled all the mods and stuff off of the computers, off of PC. They ceased and desist to all of them and forced them offline. They did that before they came out with the definitive edition trilogy of GTA 3 and Vice City and everything. So, San Andreas. So odds are they're going to do something with the PS4. That's why, I'm sorry, not PS4, with GTA 3 and 4, they're Liberty City.
Yeah, I've never really got why they just keep adding on to this game. Like,
because it made them so much money. That's why.
Yeah.
I mean,
but like, everyone wants, like, everyone wants 6. They all want GTA 6. That's gonna make so much money. Probably on record with sales.
But you have to look on the brighter side of what happened. All right, it's taken this long to come out, but in the time that it's taken to come out, they now have a new engine. You know, like Unreal Engine 5 is going to be somewhat close to what Rockstar's making. It's making its own proprietary engine to run on. But I played the Matrix proof of concept that they had with Unreal Engine 5, where it's like a little mini game that you can shoot with, and it's just like it looks like the actors from the movie are actually in it, but it's a video game. It's like it's just so ultra realistic, the graphics. And then they showed a rendered version of New York City. You can steal cars and just run around the city. It's not much else to do. It's a proof of concept. It's not an actual video game, but it's just showing the capabilities of what the next generation engine, about 90% of all games are going to run on. Not too many people make proprietary engines. Most people run their games off of Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
And Unreal Engine 5 is the latest, greatest, most realistic graphics engine I've ever seen. It's just amazing.
Well,
I was jaw-dropping.
GTA, you don't need good internet to run it. I noticed that.
Now but that's what's going to happen. That's what they're doing. Like they've already said pretty much that they are. This is part of what they were waiting for. Was I mean, as good as this game looks still 9 years later, imagine how it's going to look when everything looks real, when everything is almost lifelike, you know?
Yeah, imagine how much... Like, when I switched to this version, I've noticed that I've had more in-game lag than I did on the older version.
Yeah.
And that was just a little bit of graphics update.
Yeah, well, that's
gonna happen
a 9-year-old game.
Well,
that's why they're making GTA 6. It's going to come out. It's just probably going to come out in 2024, from what everyone's saying.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's going to be 11 years from the last one. But, I mean, that's what happens with these games nowadays. These games are going to take longer and longer to make because of the graphical upgrades in each console generation and PCs continually getting better. It's just you have to spend more time. It's not like Pong or Pac-Man anymore. You're just a single screen of stuff to make. You know, you got to make entire cities and states and you know, in the case of, like, say for instance, like
I mean, they could have started on it earlier. You can't get me wrong there.
Like Cyberpunk 2077, you have to make not only an entire, like, massive city, but like the desert around it. But you have to make like tens of thousands of AI, each with their own individual, you know, thought process and how they live their life and stuff like that. That was a very early version of what PS5 could be capable of, but also you look at the sloppiness that when that game came out, you know, like how awful the reception was because of all the glitches, bugs, and just almost unplayable way that the game was released. Like, people paid hard-earned money for this and got a subpar, shoddy product in return. That's the difference between Rockstar and everybody else, right? I think Rockstar also learned from the Definitive Edition debacle last year too, that if they release a game before it's absolutely ready to go, they're going to get destroyed for it. So they're making extra sure that this game that comes out is going to be a worthy successor to the number 2 best-selling game of all time, behind only Minecraft, which is GTA 5.
Yeah.
So if they have to take extra time, so I don't have to play something like Cyberpunk 2077, which was almost unplayable in its launch form, and I think I remember the first The first patch that came out had 1,000 fixes, and it was easily the largest patch fix ever created in the history of video gaming. I mean, it literally rewrote the entire game. Like, how do you release a game so that's in such bad shape that you have to release just the first patch with 1,000 fixes? Like, that's bad. That's ripping off a lot of people. You know. All right.
Yeah.
So mission accomplished.
I'll be right back. I gotta go take a piss.
No problem. Got both entities back under the same roof. Took a lot of juggling. Now I just gotta move the go-kart into the third. Put the go-kart right by the street police. And then I'll have a spot for my other new car. And the Chroma, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Maybe I'll throw that in the third garage too. I don't know. If I do that though, then these garages will be full. Maybe I start moving some of those motorcycle-like things into a motorcycle club. Oh wait a minute, did I walk right by it? Was I on the first floor? Yep. Go Mario Kart track it. You know what? Wrap this out. Stick on it. We were screwing around with this the first day it came out, but I never knew that you could like fully upgrade it and put like engine modifications and stuff on it. So I did that not too long ago. I never took it first, but it is faster than when we were messing around with it. This isn't Mario Kart. This is one of those cheaper versions of Mario Kart that came out like this is like the Sonic the Hedgehog kart game. This thing is ridiculous. Level 3. I won this off the wheel recently. I forgot to move these cars around. I should like get rid of some of these. They're all such low level cars. Alright.
Oh, you out now?
What's that?
Where'd you
no.
go? Oh, you still in there?
Yeah. I finally finished.
Oh, ew. I didn't notice there was an underglow on this shit. Ugh.
Underglow? What? On what?
On this X80 Proto.
Oh,
I would
well,
have known there was an underglow.
it doesn't have to be. You could always just
Yeah.
get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm flying back to Los Santos, hoping I don't crash because I don't know. I feel like this thing just, I don't know. I can never seem to get the grip I want, or anything like that. Nothing ever goes my way in this car.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Alright. I'm coming out.
Oh, really? As soon as I...
Well, yeah, I finally, it was not easy. I was not paying a lot of attention while I was doing it, and that's why. But, yeah.
Jeez. As soon as I get out, come on.
I'm done.
Guess I'll fly my ass back there now.
Why are you flying here? Didn't you say yes on the side? I've already left. There you go.
Oh, come on, you have to pull that. You
Is that
press
you right
it
there?
out.
Yeah, it's you right there.
Yeah. You like the car? You got this?
Yeah. Nice. So you did have an
Hey.
executed proto after all.
Yep. I didn't buy it though. I got it traded while it was modded and took off the modded wheels. Alright, what you wanna do?
That's you. You got something to sell, I'll help you.
What?
If you have something to sell, I'll help you. Actually, I'm just gonna go to an arcade real quick.
Okay.
'Cause I haven't been back in a while, actually.
You go do that, I'm gonna make my way up to the business. You think this will be safe to sell them?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like 4 other people besides us. And if somebody messes with it, you just close app and you'll get it back. That's the trick. When it comes to motorcycle club businesses, you'll lose a half a bar, but it's better to lose a half a bar than 5 full bars. And that half
Yeah.
bar gets brought back in like 15 minutes, so, it's not bad.
Hey,
Get some ammo here real quick.
Yeah,
And then if it's something else, that's the same thing with like the bunker. You'll lose like a half bar. The nightclub, you won't lose anything if you close out. You have to start.
Yeah, I completely forgot about nightclub, like completely, and I went back over there and I had like 1.2 million in stock, just chilling there. I was like, oh, nice. Just got 1.2 mil sitting right here for me.
Yeah, I always have 1 million in chips at the casino. So if ever for some reason I spend way too much money, I'll always have 1 million just waiting for me to turn into
Dang,
cash.
how'd you get 1 million chips?
How do you think, man? One of them.
You that good at gambling?
I play blackjack, like not professionally or anything like that, but I do okay for myself. Whenever I go to the casino, so I don't have much of a problem with knowing when to hold them, knowing when to fold them, kind of thing. Doubling. I'm a big double down guy. Double down in the right situations.
Blackjack?
Make a lot of money on blackjack. Yeah. I mean, those are the two major games I play in the casino here is the 3-card poker and blackjack. And
I have a blackjack like a personal blackjack table on here.
Yes.
Nice.
You could change it to 3-card poker if you want. You just go to the.
Yeah, I don't even know how to play 3-card poker. I'm not gonna lie.
It's pretty easy. It explains it to you as you're going along, but basically, to play you have to have jacks I think jacks or queens are better. And then you just have to make like pairs or 3 of a kind or a straight or a flush, and you have to hope that you do better than the dealer. It's just you versus the dealer, just like blackjack.
Yeah.
There is an extra layer to it. Like I think it's less profitable than blackjack because Like, especially if you're betting. I bet 50,000 at a time. I max bet it all the time.
When you have that many chips, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's how you win that many chips. You know, you don't win a million chips playing 1,000 a hand. That's for sure.
Yeah, I guess.
So if you're putting 50,000 down just to start the hand, then you have to put another 50,000 down to continue to play after your cards are dealt. And if you don't like your cards and you want to just run away because you got a 2, a 9, and a 3 or something like that, like something that's awful, that's not going to play well, they're going to take that 50,000 that you bought in with. If you like your cards, say for instance you have 2 jacks and you want to play, you have to put another 50,000 down for a chance to win 50,000. So you're gambling 100,000 to win 50,000. That's just, those aren't good odds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, I'm at my cocaine if you're ready.
Yeah, let me draw my thing. Oh, actually, 2 seconds. I was screwing
Alright,
around.
you good?
I was screwing around at the weapons bench. I was gonna fill my stuff since I'm here.
Yo, what's up? I was actually slow.
What's going on?
Is he from your stream too or something?
Yes. Yes.
I had 150K from the lucky spin wheel.
Nice. You're the guy that's
I don't understand why my
got it on
character
PS4,
goes in
right?
first person. I can't move. My character goes in first person and I can't move or do anything, and he just looks around.
Yeah, he got a PS4, Scotty.
Yeah.
Both of them do.
Alright. Those are all bought. Alright, you can invite me now.
How long are you streaming for?
I don't know, probably like another hour.
Yeah, I was just washing the dishes earlier.
Nice, nice.
Hey,
I have
you saw your
I have a casino
business?
heist going right now, that's why I have all these,
By the way, how much money do heist give?
a lot. Well, Cayo Perico pays the most, and you can do it on your own. If you know what you're doing, you can make well over $1 million each time you go there, and it's all yours. You can get it done in like 45 minutes. I don't mess around with Cayo Perico though. But it is the best money.
You don't get the elite challenge.
Yeah, you always got the elite challenge. You always want to get that that extra thing, the diamond thing.
Is that the best way to get money?
If you learn, there's walkthroughs on YouTube that show you how to maximize your. Did you invite me? I'm sorry, I missed it.
I really just want to level up.
Good.
I want to rank up fast.
Invite me to your business.
Alright.
If you know what you're doing and you follow the walkthrough, it is like the best money making heist.
Yeah, or you know what my brother goes, I'll play GTA when there's an easy way to make money.
It's true.
As
What's that?
if my brother goes, I'll start playing GTA again when there's an easy way to make money. Not like there's all these passive businesses and Cayo Perico and all this. I'm like, what do you mean? Easy way to make money.
What's the best
You
way
can
to
make
rank
money
up
for just being on the game.
The best way to rank up is doing the adversary modes.
It's sale day. Okay, we're throwing this stuff
You
out
don't
with
want
the
to do all
trash.
that.
Pick
like doing missions and stuff like that. Doing missions, and you're gonna get a lot of
Yeah.
stuff from doing missions. Doing missions with other people is just that much better when you're a CEO or a motorcycle club president and you're traveling with other people. You're getting paid, but you're also getting tons of RP for traveling together.
Yeah, how do you become how do you make like
Yeah,
a
he don't
club?
he
a
don't
nightclub
like to
on-
actually
on
grind
motorcycle?
on these games unless it's Rust.
So you have to buy them.
Oh, how much they cost?
The very first thing you should buy in this game is a motorcycle club.
Oh, what's the club? Okay, how much does that cost?
Not much, like 250,000 or something like that. You want to get the cheapest one. The cheapest one is out in Sandy Shores. And that will lead to other businesses that you can buy. The cocaine business, the meth business are both very good businesses to start with.
Tell them to start with cocaine. The best.
Cocaine definitely now. Yeah, well, if you have PS5, it's the best.
It's still the best.
It's
In general,
still
just
really
even better.
really good on PS4, but
How much it is?
525,000 on PS5 if you're selling to Los Santos with a full product, all 5 bars.
Hey, do you sell
And then you get
full-
additional money for selling in lobbies with other people. Something like an extra like 3,000 for each person in the lobby.
How much
Hey, do you sell like full stock for your MC businesses by yourself?
Yes.
How do you do that? I can never seem to make it in time to do 4 different vehicles in that time.
So if you're getting 4 different vehicles, they're going to be motorcycles each time. Now, there's 2 different missions that you can do when you're doing the 4 motorcycles. Either one is going to be you have to drive 4 motorcycles into the back of trucks. Those are super easy. You are right, it does take time, but that's where the Oppressor Mark II comes in handy. If not the Oppressor Mark II, then you have personal helicopters, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
You have a
I
hangar.
got the buggy, I got the Sparrow.
Yeah. So, do you have a Kasatka? Oh, you have a Sparrow. You said yeah. So when you drop off the first motorcycle, go right to services, Kasatka, request Sparrow. It'll spawn right in front of you, just like a buzzer does for CEO.
Yep.
Fly right back, get the next vehicle, go, call your Sparrow, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. As long as I'm not
Remember to return. Remember when you land to return Sparrow to the Kasatka, so you can call it back in again.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's easy when you do it enough times. They're always going to be in all these cell missions are going to be in the same places. So you do them enough times, they become second nature. I've done them thousands of times. So. Not just for myself, but helping other people do them, you know. It's like to the point now where I just know all the tricks of the trade. I know all the little shortcuts.
Yeah. I mean, I try not to do... I'm not trying not to, I just forget about them, because they're just there. And like, I don't know, I forget about them too easy.
Well...
Because I just be on the game and I'm like, shit, I'm bored.
Well, like right now I have 14.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not including the extra mil in chips, like I told you, so...
Yeah.
I got over 15 million, easy. I tend to get a little lazy when I get this much money. That's why I always try to keep myself entertained by buying stuff. As long as you're buying stuff, as long as you have a purpose in this game, you're gonna keep playing and entertain yourself, you know? Yeah. But if all you're doing is just making money and you're not spending it, then what's the purpose?
Yeah, I mean, I've wanted to like do a grind. I've wanted to do like a grind to 100 mil, but then like about halfway, I'd be like, man,
too boring.
I got all
Too
this
boring.
money. Yeah.
I was up to 30 mil about 2-3 months ago. And the one thing I never did in this game was got all my Mark II weapons. I got armor-piercing bullets, and I think I had gotten the FMJ, Full Metal Jackets, so I can shoot into cars and stuff like that. And I was like, that's good enough. And I never went. I never went back and finished it, the research and development for Bunker. So I did that. Only instead of sitting there and waiting for it to fill up like a Bunker does, I just bought them. Yeah, I bought every single one of them.
I mean, if you have that much money, might as well.
I finished it with $6 million left. It cost me $24 million to finish it.
Dang.
Between that and buying the weapons and the stuff that I got for the research and development. Like
Hey, this
explosive rounds and stuff like that.
This took me to the spot that girl was. I was trying to get that girl with the X80 Proto.
Oh yeah. So to get the motorcycle club, to answer your question, you have to go onto your phone. You have to go to, I want to say it's Foreclosures, Maze Bank. And then you, on the upper right hand corner, click Clubhouses. And you're going to look for the one out in Sandy Shores, the cheapest one. The one that costs like a 220,000, 250,000, whatever it is. That's the one you want to get. That's how you start this.
I almost want to say it's on Route 68.
It is. It's right down the street from cocaine, and that's why you get it, because in this game, for some reason, everything else is all about location, 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 except for motorcycle clubs. For some reason, the cheapest motorcycle clubs are in the best location.
Yeah.
The only one that I found that isn't is the weed. Like, if you get the weed out in Sandy Shores, it's all the way over by, like, Fort Zancudo. It's a pain in the ass, especially if you don't have flying vehicles.
Yeah, my weed business is on the right highway.
Oh, hold on one second. You go on the internet, go on your phone, go down one to the internet, go to Foreclosures Maze Bank, and then click on Clubhouses in the upper right hand corner.
Do you sell cocaine? Do you sell cocaine with it?
Yes, but you have to have the motorcycle club first. Then you have to save up and buy the cocaine, because the cocaine is going to cost you like almost $1 million. And then to upgrade it is going to cost you another $1.5 million.
How much does the cocaine give you, though?
525,000 each time that you fill it, and if it's fully upgraded. What's that?
This must be his first time on the game.
That's definitely what you should buy. Well, first you have to buy the motorcycle clubs. Buy the motorcycle club.
I'm in the strip club right now, and I'm touching a girl named Chica.
Have fun.
I'm
gonna promise you this. You're not gonna make any money doing that.
Oh, what's he saying?
He's at the strip club.
Can you even buy that?
Yeah, right.
I definitely didn't spend money on this game. $10.
So I'm guessing he's like really new to the game.
No, not that much.
Sounds like it. Talking about
I used to do story mode.
just
really,
buying the
not really.
MC club. I mean, if you haven't gotten that and you've been playing the game, I don't know where you've been your whole life.
I've been doing story mode.
Oh, nice. Did you beat it?
Not really. I done a lot of it. But that's before. This one was because my brother booked it for.
You're heading back for the other one already, or?
Yeah, I'm here.
Get the oppressor. Not that much matters.
I mean, if you want to come to my meth business that's up here, it's the one that's right over here by the, it's the one on the MC business. Yeah. If you know what I mean.
Yes.
Thought you did. I was struggling with the words, though.
I'm assuming it's up over by Sandy Shores.
Yeah. I have all of my weed business right in this area.
Same. I have my I have my bunker at the farmhouse bunker.
I don't remember why, but my bunker is on the left highway. I don't remember why. I might have gotten a good deal or something.
It's either on Chumash or Zancudo, if it's on the left.
All I know is I need to switch it. Because I hate running all the way over there for my bunker.
The best one is the farmhouse. It is right by your meth and cash creation. Because I'm assuming you also have cash creation across the street from meth.
It's by the clothes store, but yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's across the street basically.
Pretty much.
And
yeah,
so just a little bit off to the right of that is where my bunker is. Not only is it a really good spot because of the location of all my other businesses, but selling from it is ridiculously easy. I never have to travel more than 2.5 miles on a sell mission for anything.
Nice.
Out of my bunker, and that's always a bonus.
As long as you don't get monster trucks, that's just a pain either way.
No, monster trucks are super easy because like two of the 3 major drop-offs are right by the bunker. Within like a mile, one of them is.
Oh, nice.
I sell. That's the only thing that I need more than one person to sell. I sell with one other person when I sell my bunker. Otherwise, I just sell the stuff on my own.
Man, I hate taking these trash trucks up that hill to get down in the hills.
It's the worst. And then when you're with a person that doesn't know what they're doing, and they get all frustrated because they're going up the hill, so when they go down the hill, they just let loose, and then they usually wind up parking it in someone's backyard. You have to up and atomize it out of there.
I've had people like on the motorcycles selling, like just be like the motorcycle just straight up break down.
Yeah.
Time to get a lap dance.
They were like, oh, I was just going on the highway and it's smoking now. I'm like, what'd you hit? Oh, I hit nothing. I was like, it's smoking, dude.
So like 2 days ago, I was delivering a garbage truck, and I was getting griefed. It was my friend's garbage truck, so I'm more motivated even for my friends than for me because they don't have as much money as I do and stuff. So I want to make sure that they get their stuff in. So a jet's on my butt, and they're just swarming me with missiles. So I'm doing whatever I can do. You know, I'm basically like zigging and zagging, but he's still pinging me here and there. He must have got me 4 or 5 times. It only takes like 7 or 8 shots to really take out that garbage truck, so I'm surprised he didn't keep going after me, but I guess after a while he just got kind of bored because he wasn't finishing me off, so he finally moved off. But that wasn't before he literally shot like 25 missiles at me.
Oh, dang.
It's pretty. It was pretty. I was pretty impressed though that he locked onto me and shot so many of them, but only hit me like four or five times out of the 20.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive that you were able to dodge me that many times.
Yeah.
In a trash truck.
Yeah. And I got it in safe. That same day, we did the helicopter mission, cell mission. We had 3 helicopters. And
I don't know, like this.
I'm on the last one of the 3. So we've delivered 14 and 15. I have the last one in my thing. The guy locks onto me, and so, but it was from far away, I guess, because you hear it, like if you hear it, it's going beep, it's like right on your tail. But if it's like beep, 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 as it's starting to get closer, I'm like, okay, I have time here. I'm so close. I'm like, I can make it. I can do it. I'm pushing hard on this thing. I literally sell it, and I was able to jump out of the helicopter and onto the roof of a building because I couldn't even open my parachute fast enough, and not get destroyed by this thing. Then I pulled out my explosive sniper rifle and I destroyed the helicopter that was firing at me. It was a beautiful thing. It was I clipped it. I am going to put it out on YouTube actually. Next chance I get, I gotta, because it's I clipped it, but I clipped too much of it, so I have to like edit it a little bit before I put it out. But it was a beautiful thing. I was super impressed. It was like everything happened perfect timing. It was just everything just worked out. Serendipity. Yeah, after this meth cell, I gotta get off. Work tomorrow. So.
Damn.
But,
work would suck.
Yeah. Gotta work. Gotta keep the roof over my head. Keep the lights on.
I just had like the coolest encounter I think I've ever had with a GTA player.
What's that?
It's that Day Bands guy that's in our session. He added me as a friend, so I accepted it. And he sends me a message on the GTA phones. He says, 1v1 question mark? I said, no thanks, I'm selling right now. He said, alright, maybe later.
That's cool. I mean,
I was like, oh,
he is.
Well, he's not gonna come after me and just kill me out of nowhere.
He is only a level 30. He is only a level 38. I mean, that's always a problem. I actually have more of a problem selling in these kind of lobbies with low-level players than high-level players. Because low-level players, they don't know what they're doing, and then GTA is like throwing these big red dots on their map and telling you, hey, go kill them for RP and money, not knowing that you're only going to get $2,000 for it. It's like worthless,
I have a problem with some high-level tryhards too. They'd be killing me way too much.
I don't know. I mean, like, when it comes to like selling, I don't get griefed by high-level players. I'll get griefed by high-level players, but not during cell missions. Usually they're pretty cool about it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've ran into a level 400 the other day that was griefing me while I was selling. It happens, but I find that more often than not, it's the level 56s that I have to worry about because they're the ones that don't know any better. They see these big red dots on the map and they're being told over and over again, go destroy him, go destroy him. So of course they're gonna go destroy him. They don't know any better.
I mean, at that low level, they ain't that good yet, so.
Yeah, they don't have to be that good to destroy a motorcycle though. If you've left it parked unattended out in front of the meth.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem. Like that's always going to be the problem when you're selling on your own. is so it's gonna be that one person that just can't leave it alone, you know?
Yeah. Alright, there's that. I'll call my spare. Tell that kid I just made 500K off doing cocaine. Maybe that'll give him some motivation.
Yeah.
Okay, invoice is paid, and we have a sale. Currency's in your wallet, and Long John T is logging out.
Do you get paid for helping us sell missions?
So if you do them like this in CEO, you get paid a salary, so it doesn't matter whether I'm helping you sell stuff or not. I'm still going to get my $5,500 salary every 15 or 20 minutes, whatever, I don't remember what it is. But if you sell an MC club, you are making far more money for your people. Like, I made $35,000 there. I can make more, like, depending, like, that's probably the most that you're going to make, though, in MC, is this 35,000. But, like, if I helped you sell your nightclub for, like, 1.2 million, I probably would have gotten, like, 70,000 for helping you do that, you know? But, yeah, each of these businesses that I help you with will make me between 34 and 35,000, because it falls into a category of how much you're selling, and then I get paid based off of that. It's usually around 35,000.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I did not hear much of that. And you wanna know why?
What?
I found something new out on these controllers because I went to mute my mic because I was gonna cough, because I don't want you guys hearing me cough every couple of 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if you hold down the mute button, like your controller mute button, it mutes the audio, like other people, and all the audio, like it cuts your whole headset off.
Basically, I get paid $35,000 for selling each of your businesses, helping you sell each of your businesses. 35 for each one.
Well, that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll get lucky right here and get some easy.
The one truck would be nice.
Yeah, it would.
The one truck is always easy. You only have to do one thing.
Yeah. But we're probably gonna get like something ridiculous.
Helicopters.
Fuck these helicopters, I hate them so much.
It's so fast though. I mean, you want to hate something, hate the UPS trucks, hate the seaplanes, you know. Those are the two worst. They take forever. Especially if I have to go back and get a second one. Oh, hateful. Hateful.
When you sell MC businesses, do you fill them up all the way?
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense to sell them otherwise.
Yeah.
Your guy said 1v1 me. Your friend. He just wrote to me 1v1 me.
The day bands?
Yeah.
I don't even know the kid. He just added me. That's all he was in my lobby, so I added him back. I didn't want him to like see that I wasn't adding him back and get all pissed off and come after me. You know?
Yeah.
Hey shit. I landed that kinda hard.
Yeah, I mean, I fill them because it just doesn't make any sense otherwise not to. I mean, like, I hate selling. It's a necessary evil, so you can have money to play with, you know. So if I'm gonna subject myself to selling, especially like I said, if I sell a lot of times myself, if I'm gonna do that, then I may as well, you know, maximize my profits, do it for a purpose.
Yeah. Man, I'm at that point in that staying up all night stage that I'm like hungry, but I just don't want to go make any food, you know?
Yeah, I'm freaking starving. I mean, I might eat a nutrient bar for the sleep. Because I am like really, really too hungry.
I have certain stages to staying up every time. Like, it don't matter what day it is, how the day before that was, it doesn't matter, nothing. There's stages to my ass. 2 to 4, that's a difficult time. 6 to 8, difficult times. Like, I'm struggling to keep my eyes open during the hours.
Yeah.
I can go the whole, after 8 o'clock, I can go the whole day just fine.
I hate selling 5.
Well,
a little bit more on the mini-map.
Okay, I just spent $80 on 2 strippers. Why'd I do that?
If you stay up enough, you won't hit anything.
This is my first time playing to strip club. I just wanted to see what it was. I mean, I knew what it was. Just to see what all things you can do here.
If you keep tipping her over and over and over again, she will and don't get kicked out. You have to do the mini game perfectly too. Like, she will give you her number, the stripper, and if you have a apartment, you could call her to your apartment, and she'll give you a lap dance at your apartment. She'll become like your personal stripper.
That little kid is at the strip club.
I already gave her a like already though. Like, I already gave.
How old do you think he is?
Oh, 13. What is back here? What is in the security room? I'm in backstage. Go back. I don't want to get caught.
Scotty.
Yeah.
How old do you think he is?
Say he's 13.
I thought he was like 8.
Bro, how do I make it to the backstage?
You know what? None of my friends play PS5 version of this, and I made the Switch because I wanted to.
Yeah.
And I mean, now I have to go on YouTube and try to find someone who's willing to just play the game, not do car music stuff all the time.
You said what?
It's difficult shit, man.
What, you have difficulty shit?
I've been looking all day, and you're the first guy I found.
Alright, what's the cheapest place to buy a motorcycle club?
In Sandy Shore somewhere. Route 68, it should say. I don't know, it's like, look up in the middle of the map.
I'm in the middle.
Are you?
Oh, Route 68.
You have to go.
I see Route 68 bunker.
Nah, you just click upper right hand corner, it should say clubhouses.
Clubhouses? Oh, okay. Alright. Is it the Grapeseed House? Clubhouse?
No, a little further down, Sandy Shores.
Yeah, they're not. Oh, there's an even cheaper one. Great Chappelle Clubhouse.
That's the one.
Is that?
Yeah.
Alright, are you getting it? Or am I getting the last one?
I'm already here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, why are they so expensive? I mean, when I buy it, what's that do?
It allows you to buy the cocaine, the meth,
I buy first?
Cocaine.
Wait, that's expensive. Wait, what is the morale? Morale. I'm just not setting it up. It says morale, and it's saying a plus sign with $100,000. Every time I go further up, I get even more cash. Is he giving me cash?
I have no idea what you're talking about, to be honest with you.
Basically, I'm just not setting up, and when I clicked on it, it says morale. And every time I go up and choose a different like painting or picture or whatever, it gives me more cash.
Oh, that's mural, not morale. And no, that's going to cost you an extra 100,000. You don't get any of the extras.
It's a good thing I did not thank you.
Yes, you cannot. Yes, mural. You were saying morale.
I need to learn English better.
No, it's
Jesus,
okay.
it's daylight out. What time is it?
Oh, over here.
No.
Yeah, it's definitely noise mission.
It gets daylight out at 5:30 in the morning?
Yeah, it's.
I stayed up to 1 a.m. and I stayed up to 10 a.m. to 8 a.m.
We just had the longest day of the year like a day or two ago. So days are now only now going to start getting shorter.
That's weird. I've stayed up the past 3 nights. Talk about sleep. Motherfucker. Right here, you got him. You know how many showers I take a day to stay awake? Like 8, and they freezing cold with no pressure because that's how low I have my thing, so I can get it cold.
I'm with him. After about the 4th shower, I'd be like, all right, time to take a nap.
Oh no, if I took a nap, dude, I wouldn't wake up.
Alright, I bought the motorcycle club. Ooh, baby.
So now you gotta go there.
Go. Alright, but what's the cheapest drug should I buy? So I can start selling more and more.
Well, you need to get the cocaine. I mean, it's gonna cost you a lot of money, but you got it. Like, everything else isn't gonna make you as much money.
Yeah, tell me just gotta do it over.
It'll be worth it, but it's gonna take a while for you to get it fully upgraded.
I have $200,000.
Tell me this guy get over.
You're nowhere. Yeah, you're nowhere close to it.
Spend money to make money.
Yes, you're going to need like another 2.3 million before you to fully upgrade the cocaine.
I'll spend the making this time.
What happens if you upgrade it?
Then you'll make max money each time that you fill it. Like, you could buy the cocaine by itself, but when you sell it, you would only make like 300,000 instead of like 525,000 each time you sell it. And that would cost you $1 million to buy without any upgrades.
Well, how much is cocaine for me?
It's gonna cost you $1 million.
What am I gonna buy?
So
Need more cash?
the fastest way for you to make a few $100,000 is to go to Quick Jobs, play a job, and press options, start button. Go one over, right one to online.
Hold up, where? Oh, online?
Then it's just the first thing, click on the first thing I think it is.
Jobs?
Yeah.
And play what?
Play job.
Play mission?
It should say play
Play
job.
adversary.
Shit.
Yeah, so, then you're gonna look for something called short trips under, what is it called? Yeah, I told you, man, I'm really fast at doing these things. I do these things on my own. You gotta be fast you've seen, you only have a half hour to do these things, you know? So it's, what is it? Quick join, play job, go down to Rockstar Created.
What? Where? I'm at jobs.
Yeah, you play job,
Oh,
Rockstar Created. Then you're gonna go down to missions. Okay. Then you're going to go to short trips. So you're gonna go all the way down to S. And you're gonna do each one of those, and each one of those will pay you 100,000 when you finish them.
for real? Damn.
Yep.
They hard?
Yep. And you're gonna need someone else to play with, so you're gonna have to wait for a random person to join you. Because unfortunately, we're getting off.
And we have a sale.
But if you do them, that's 300,000 right there. You're gonna be that much closer to your cocaine. That's the fastest. That's the fastest way for you to make money without any businesses right now.
What about ranking up?
Well, that'll help you rank up too.
Come on. Damn, a lot of people joined.
Yep. All right.
You leaving?
Yeah, time's up. It was nice meeting you guys.
Yeah.
Time's up.
Nice meeting you too.
All right. Talk another time. Talk to you guys later.